Recording locally.
All right, we're going to try to get some Dan and Shay tickets today.
Settings.
I love how they put that as the front thing for Tim.
Right? What the fuck was that? It's this one, right?
Mm-hmm.
4-day.
He's making a list. He's checking it twice. If there's really a Santa, you're going to get tickets.
What the fuck? I hate this.
All right, we got 2 minutes till. Yep. All right. I'm in the waiting room.
All right, while we're waiting,
Do.
any good Phish rumors out there?
Fuck, do I have my wallet? Yeah, I got my wallet. This is
How
bad.
long do you think they will? Do you think they'll try to book a whole month?
Kev,
or
if you
is that
distract me
too
while
long?
I'm trying to get tickets, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind.
Don't worry, you're not gonna get them.
I know.
We need FOMO theme music under here. I know. Where's your Password Plus music? Or our Japanese pop band. Where are they at?
Yes.
Boy, I'm feeling anxious just watching you.
Less than a minute.
It's that screen. They do it on purpose.
Oh man, we really should have just gone live and did this. Because I know we should have done a live stream of it. That would be funny. Trying to get Phish tickets. We'd probably get band ticket to come in. Right? I have to put my credit card information in though. Oh right, yeah, right. We can try to get a little black box and.
How much were these tickets originally? Like, what is Face off the lottery? It's like 700 something, right?
Yeah.
Is it the same as the Ticketmaster price, or is it less fees? So it's minus a few fees, but yeah, I don't remember what the pricing was.
I might be in trouble after I do this.
Okay, see, it's 10 o'clock and it hasn't kicked us over yet. This is what always
Pissed me off because right now there's like all the bots are flooding. Millions of other people flooding in. Yes, bots and scalpers flooding in while you're not. Oh, you can't even get in yet. Oh, you joined the waiting room. You got 1 minute in the waiting room, man. He's gonna do it. He's not in the queue. He's not in the queue yet. I'm not even in the queue. Oh, you're in the waiting.
we're not even in. Oh, there we go. I have 10,166 people ahead of me.
Ooh. But you have low storage space. Oh,
What that
damn!
means.
He got a
look at
higher
you.
number than you.
I know. Look at you.
Still waiting.
This is fun. And by fun, I mean not fun at all. This is
Yeah,
terrible.
right?
Dude, I think you got a really good chance.
Same feeling
Yeah.
of like sports betting. It's so much fun, but it makes you sick to your
See, I'm
stomach
only
when
going to
you
add a
come
couple
on.
$100 if I have to sell them to you.
There you go.
It's a deal.
It's a deal. And then I'll only add a couple thousand when I resell those.
That's good.
I mean, it would be
No, but
nice.
this is the line to get charity platinum, and the charity platinum is going to be like $3,000 or $4,000.
Right.
Does it say that it's the line to get charity platinum?
No, but that's just how it works.
That's all it'll be there when you get in.
Or they're all going to be underneath the balcony.
Right. Did say that at the beginning that it is selling obstructed views
Yeah.
at the Sun sale.
Why even build obstructed views in there, though?
Yeah, I know.
had
I guess you'd have to, but and then just for capacity, sell them and just tell people. I mean, you're still making money, right? And people, I guess.
Yeah, no, I mean, it makes sense. It just
But the
fucked up.
funny thing is like, why would you complain after you? Because going in, you're not going to see it, right? So then to come out and complain afterwards, that's what,
Right. Like when you buy the ticket, you know what you're getting.
right. Take the ride.
This is nerve-wracking, man.
It's so slow too. 2,239 people. Come on, press the button. Smash that button.
You don't hit refresh, right? And then you
No.
just let it ride.
No, do
Yeah,
not
let it ride.
refresh. No,
Yeah.
no. Keep as far away from that little circle as you can.
I'm not touching shit, man.
They should put the accept button up there so people just screw up and click.
They should.
Oh man.
Something
Ooh.
else for everyone to get furious about.
Who the hell designed this website?
So do you think if they played this year, if they had announced more than 4 shows, it wouldn't be like basically if there's more for Phish, do you think more shows would equal easier tickets, or would it still be impossible because of bots and scalpers through that first wave? Because my theory still, Tim, is, and Benji confirmed the other day, that like these on sales, it's all bots and scalpers, right? Because it's hot, right? So it's like get it out. Plus, and then people
right,
will
which
have
is what I
FOMO.
saw too. Like they were talking about it online, like the bot community or whatever.
And then you'll have the people that can kind of afford discretionary funds to spend a little bit more money and just get their tickets off the secondary right away because they have FOMO. They don't want to deal with it. I'll pay the $2 to $4 grand. Done. But then when the next bands announce their time there, whether that's Dead and Co. or Beyonce or whoever it is, the scalpers go crazy for that one too, right? And Phish kind of becomes the thing of the past, right? Like no
if
longer
they were
the hot thing
announced
that's
at the
coming.
same time, like if there were other artists announced while this on sale was going on, it would be a lot easier, I think, because I think
Right, yeah. If a
because they
Taylor
wouldn't-
Swift or a Beyonce was playing in June and May or something.
Well, but see, that's my point though. By the time April rolls around, they will have announced another show or 2 coming, right? And so they will
the
probably
damage will
already
be
had
done by then, though.
what?
Yeah.
I think the damage will have been done by then.
Well, for the first part, right? But I think the scalpers will still have a lot of leftover tickets if they're buying as many as we think, and people won't. After that initial wave is over,
They'll have
there
to
has to
eat
be
the loss.
a drop. Right, exactly. So I
Yeah.
figure by the time you get into March, April, if you wait that long with the FOMO and can wait it out, I think there'll be a higher supply out there to get rid of.
You would
Because they'll
think that
move
the
on.
8 next year are going to be easier, but I could see a scenario where a lot of people that are on the fence that they're like aren't sure if they fucking destroy it this year,
Yeah.
it's going to be even hotter next
Because
year.
all those people that are hating on it and saying no and it's going to suck or I don't want to go or whatever, or just saving their money for the festival this year because that's their priority instead of the Sphere and don't want to do the trip to Vegas, after they hear about it or if it goes off and is what we think it will be and does what it's going to do, then yes, I think everyone next year will be like, we need more than 8 shows. We need 12. We need 15. You know, we need to put more in there because
would you do all 8? See, if it weren't in Vegas, I would. Like I would try. I don't even think I would consider doing
4 is
8
hard
fucking
enough.
shows
Dude,
in Vegas.
4 is a limit of my like.
4 is
what I
going to be
can
Yeah,
hard.
the Baker's dozen. You wouldn't go to Vegas for spend 3 weeks
13.
in Vegas to do 13 shows.
I mean, I'm
At
6
that point,
years
I might as
older
well
now,
move
and I
there.
have kids. But like even besides that, New York I think is more easier to sustain than Vegas.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And
Like
I
I
think if you
You
spent
hit the first day.
if you spent 3 weeks in Vegas, after that, I think you're so acclimated to it, you wouldn't be able to leave. Like you're like, I'm stuck here. Like everywhere else will be, I can't go back to a non-stimulating environment.
Well,
When
real
we did the
estate's cheap
Bakers,
in
we did
Vegas.
like family shit during the day. We went to like museums and like Central Park and like got like out and like fuck.
Yeah.
I feel I was in Vegas. I'd just be like in casinos and fucking like you know what I mean, like drinking and doing all sorts of recreational things and
Pooling. Yeah.
right. I don't know if I could sustain that. This is not looking promising, man. 7 minutes in and I'm still in the 2000s.
Yeah, but you got to figure if that number is true and the place holds 18,000 people, even if all of the original 2,000 or whatever bought 4 tickets for each night, you should still have a chance to get on a remaining 3,000 or whatever, right?
You would
Or is
think.
my
I
math
mean,
completely screwed up because they did the mail order and all?
Well, yeah, there's the mail order and the reserve tickets. Plus, I think the initial access at the front of the queue, like that, this doesn't take into account. Like, I feel like there's an initial people, like there's a lot of people that are doing their tickets, and then there's another 2,000, 1992 that are waiting.
Great vintage Phish.
Vintage Phish. Sloppy, but good.
Vintage.
It's a little raw.
We'll see how 2004 stacks up to that next Tuesday on Wook Plus.
Well, hey, if we're going to use this, I guess we might as well talk about our MSG source that we just got, MSG Entertainment. So it sounds like Phish is coming back next year to the Sphere, or at least they're in negotiations. So I don't know if I'll have to check with the I don't know if it was signed or if it's in discussions, but they're talking about 8 more shows next year, which is fucking wild.
That's it? Just 8? I really wanted
That's
the
what they're saying.
14 to
Just 8.
13. Well, I mean, just I don't know. I feel like
Could they tack
let
4
me ask
more
you
on
let me ask
this
you guys
year?
this. Let's say that they do 8 shows
They
next
do.
year, and then the following year it's busted up to 12 or 13 or something like that. Do you think playing at the Sphere and having to use all the technology and I'm speculating that the jams are going to have to be more compact. It's going to have to
I
be
don't think
more
the gyms are going to have to
scripted.
be more compact.
Really? I think it's going to be more scripted. Do you think it's going to change how Phish plays going forward?
No, I don't think so. I think what it changes is that Phish management's only going to have to work with MSG Entertainment because they're going to do a summer run at MSG and the New Year's run at MSG, and then they're going to do a spring at the Sphere, and they'll probably do the fall still at MGM. So I guess that's MSG for the majority of it, and then maybe MGM. Although they might just fucking bring Halloween to the Sphere. Yeah, dude, 2
Yeah.
venues.
Yeah.
You do MSG in the summer and winter, and you do the Sphere in this fall and the spring, and that's 80% of their shows, all under one contract. I mean, it sucks for us, I think, but I think it's a lot easier for them.
Yeah. I would say kind of just like Dead and Code, is doing with we're not touring anymore. We didn't say we're not playing anymore. We're just not touring anymore and doing the Garth Brooks thing that Kev likes to talk about. Supplanting in a city for 2 weeks or whatever, or as many shows as you can play until people are satisfied there and taking off for 6 months then and then doing it again somewhere else,
But what my thing is going to that, the reason Dead and Company isn't touring anymore is because some in the band didn't want to do the road dog thing and play all those places. But as Matt told us, Bobby loves that. That's his,
Yeah. Yeah.
that's his
Yeah.
sweet spot. So do you think anybody in Phish is like, man, I really want to be on the road. I want to go to all these places and see the faces.
I think the one person that I could see being like that is the one person we talk about who looks like the most unenthused and disenfranchised of them all is Mike. I could see Mike being the one that like wants to be on the road and
It
like
might
out
cross
there.
his soul only having to be in the Sphere and MSG for the
Right.
rest of his
I
life.
think if it wasn't for his daughter either, like the age that she is, I think he would be more out wanting to be out on the
Yeah.
road because even when like we were there for the Nectar show at Tabor's Choice, he was going to come to the show. The boys went up and saw him that day and he said, they're like, you can come tonight. And he's like, oh, I got the daughter tonight and she's got homework. If she feels like coming, tonight we'll come. But, we got to be a dad first. So he's got his priorities right, which is great. Like he knows he's got to be a dad first. But, I think once she's old enough or in college, I think that's when, again, empty nest, I think he'll hit the road. I think between his studio that I think he built at his place and the road, I think it's make an album, hit the road, make an album, hit the road.
Right. And fucking Kevin thinks that they're done in 5 years. I think they're going to have another renaissance, another blowing up ahead of them.
Once all their kids are especially old enough and like really moved and stuff, and then they can just be like, hey, I got nothing else to do.
I'll give you a heads up, a glimpse into the future. They never move.
Well, yours are not that old though. They're just getting
yeah.
And my youngest is still 17. I just like messing.
From what I'm told from the kids that work with me, 26 is the new 18. Because that's when you get off the health insurance. So like it's ridiculous. Because if I still lived with my parents at 26, there would have been problems. But
yeah, I moved out at 18. I moved out at 18, moved back at 18, moved out at 19, moved back at 21, moved out at 22.
But I think a lot of that too, though, is college. Also, like if you're going to college, you're kind of out at 8. Usually, you're out at 18. Sometimes you stay at home actually and go to school too. But college kind of like starts that.
Right. See, I went to college in 95 after Garcia died. 96 I started, and I moved back home then because I was like, if I'm going to go to college, I need to save some money. So I ended up, but I moved in and back. I'd get a girlfriend and she'd be like, move in. And like 6 months later, I'd be like, Jesus Christ, get me out of here. Mom, I'm coming home.
Hey,
Yeah.
I know that we thought this would be really riveting content, but this is
No,
fucking
what you're gonna
so
have to do is speed
nerve-wracking
it
and
up.
slow.
You're gonna have to speed it up in the
Yeah, you're
edit,
gonna have to
just
speed
like
it up.
so we're gonna be
Oh
like,
no, I'm playing it just like this. The audience is gonna have to sit through it with us.
How about
no way,
members
you're gonna have to
only?
go from like you'll just have to cut where the conversation dies and be like
I think the
Have it
title's
talk for
gonna
a
be
second,
Wook tries to get tickets, and we don't say if I'm successful or not. And you have to watch till the end to see if I get the tickets.
or no, just cut it off right at the end, like Sopranos style, right when you get in
Black
and you're
screen,
about to
Journey
ride
starts playing.
Tune into Wook Plus to find out if Tim got the tickets.
Tune in Wednesday night for the Wook Plus office party.
Follow us on Twitter. We'll post a picture.
This is ridiculous. Oh my god.
Actually, you have to be a member to see if he got in. The members only video has the
It's the last minute
the,
of the
Yeah,
video.
right.
the last 5 minutes.
Right, join now to see what happens.
It's golden content. This is fucking so stupid.
This is so stupid.
See, maybe we should just turn this into all three of our MDs.
We just go, aren't we getting separate video for every screen?
We'll just talk about all three of them here.
What else do we have to talk about? Oh yeah, so that other source, the MSG Entertainment source, and I guess what's in the Post and Jambase, is that it's not finalized, right? There's nothing signed, but there is a conversation about Dead and Company, trying to play at the Sphere, which that has to be a
Right.
complicated contract too. When they say like in conversation or discussion, like I imagine it's more complicated than because like there's no model, right? They don't know how it all works for that venue. Whereas like if they're doing like an arena or a baseball stadium, you're just kind of repeating what you did last year.
Right.
But yeah, that's
MSG
apparently in
leaks
the
like a
works.
sieve. Apparently, it's worse than Congress.
Yeah. Well, thank goodness for us, right? Our MSG
Hey.
Entertainment leaks.
Not gonna,
Very
not
reliable.
gonna.
They were right about the Sphere rumors for Phish. They were right about the summer residency. We were reported on that months beforehand.
How come nobody? The festival was the thing that was a surprise. How'd they keep that so under wraps?
Well, because they switched to Delaware and people were looking because the way you leak a festival is through permitting, but like which is public knowledge, so you can find it. It's public record, but you need to know where to look. And so everybody was looking in New York, you know,
Vermont.
or Indio. Like they were looking at the normal suspects. Nobody thought Woodlands was on the radar. If they do it again, it'll
Smart
be
move
on the
by them.
radar and people will find the permitting and announce it. Yeah, man, those guys are the unspoken heroes of the leaks and rumors world. Are the ones that like actually scour public records and try to find that shit. And then we're the lazy ones that just take their information and put it on YouTube.
Yep.
Hey, what they could if they wanted. Some people like to be researchers, be behind the screen.
Yeah.
1659. Now there was a rough year. I think that was in the middle of the Black Death.
You didn't catch a lot of shows that year?
Did not. It was tough times.
Tough times.
Somebody will watch this and comment what really happened in 1659. They'll be like, the Black Death was not in the 1600s.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, man. This is where we play the hold music.
Yeah, this could be the fast forward spot. I did not expect 17 minutes in to still be waiting like this.
Yeah, your odds like are dropping exponentially every minute that goes by, though. I think.
Well, I think this is where the anger stems from, is because
Yeah.
they dangle the carrot for 20 minutes in the
And
middle
then
of
you
a
get
work
in,
day.
and then you get in, and it's either platinum only or nothing left, and you're like, "Oh, great! I'm glad I just wasted 45 minutes and I had my hopes up, and like
I
completely
wonder how-
thought I was getting it."
I wonder if there's any psychology that plays into it. Like they know that if they make people wait X amount of time, they're more likely to buy the tickets just because they've already invested the time waiting, and
So
they
you're
won't
just gonna be
care
like,
about
fuck
the
it, I'm
cost.
buying these platinum tickets. I don't care because I'm here.
Well, that's like
Right,
the
yeah.
Turkish like rug salesmen and stuff. They like pour you tea and stuff because there's like to like establish the time that you're committing into it to make the sale. So yeah, there's definitely an aspect of that.
What would be cool is if there was, and somebody should do this, some programmer out there, hacker, whatever, should give you an app or a extension or whatever where you could watch in real time the tickets
Mm.
moving. You know what I mean? So you could see how many were left
The
for
numbers
like each
dropping.
day. Yeah, exactly. But that would be cool because then at least you know or you know how like when you go into Ticketmaster and they have the map of the arena and the blue dots that like are there for the seats that are available. If those started disappearing off the map in real time as you were watching, you'd be like,
You'd probably
and you
click out though, but then you'd click out and they wouldn't have the chance for you to have that moment to be like, screw it, I'm buying
yeah,
the
but you'd
platinum
still be
ticket.
watching it. And if you were that hardcore, you'd be like, I don't give you, I'm staying here until the last ticket is gone. And hopefully I get that one behind the stage up top. I don't give a shit, right? Like, but you'd know going in what was left and what you were doing. And if you needed to waste 45 minutes doing this in your day and be hyped up or not, or if you could just be like, fuck it, I'm out. I'm just going to buy it on StubHub.
Hey T, let me ask you a question.
Yep.
If I get through this, right, and there are tickets left, but they're view obstructed on the lowest level in the back, do I buy them or do I just wait?
Yes, you buy.
I don't think you could resell those. Like I would not. I don't see anyone buying those on StubHub.
I know. I think that would be a hard one because I wouldn't really want. I mean, that's not really. I mean,
No.
again, I wouldn't do it. So I would probably to what we were just saying. I'd probably pass on those. You know what I mean? I'd be like, fuck that. I don't want the obstructed
fuck
views.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's someone who does.
But if there's like, something in the 400s at the very last seat, I'd be like, yes, I'm taking that. Like,
That's what I want. Like if I could choose, I would choose the very top of the fucking thing or like a third down.
Yeah.
Weekend Wook in Vertigo.
I only have vertigo when I drink shitty liquor.
Right. Well, there you go. No brown liquor for you.
Yeah.
So
no sugary. I think it's like Fireball and like sugary drinks.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
That fucks me up.
Anytime someone's like, let's do shooters, I'm like, let's not. If we're gonna drink some liquor, let's do a shot of tequila and just get it over with.
Keep it clean.
Fucking sex on the beach. You 4 of them and you're dehydrated as fuck.
You can get away with 1 or 2 sugary crazy shot thing, but once you and depending on what you're drinking with it, you don't want to pile up.
Drink the water though. You do the shot, drink 12 ounces of water after it, just dilute it and piss it out.
That sounds like something someone sober would say at the end of the night. You don't plan on drinking that shit. It's usually somebody has a bottle or a pint or whatever at the end of the night and they're passing shots and you're like,
hey, I got a bottle of blackberry brandy. I got the
you always
comfort.
have the best intentions of having a glass of water on the bar with you, but like 4 beers down, you're looking, glass of water's still full. I should probably drink that. Probably have a drink of
that. We don't need to give any context to what I'm about to say, but I heard back from Greg, and it's officially no comment. So he smiled. He said fatherhood's great, and he said no comment. I was like, okay, fair enough. But that could also mean there might be something.
Well, that definitely means there's more smoke there. That definitely means there's so much there.
What was the tweet that guy?
No. We're not giving context in this video. We'll do something else about that because I want to dig in more. We're just gonna leave it there.
Leave it there,
but
like a pear.
But I actually have a couple other messages out, so I want to wait and hear back from them.
But look for that video to drop soon if you're watching this. Or find it, because if we're talking about Greg Knight and a little band that he works with.
You know what we could do? For every number it stops on, we can find a Wikipedia entry for that year, and we can just put that up.
1465.
Yeah, 1430.
I was not expecting to have a 25-minute video for this, and that honestly would be good at this point.
We're gonna have an hour video, right? We're gonna have
I think we should put it. I think we should post it unedited though, just to document like
what happened.
The reality of it.
Did you say anything stupid?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We still have a lot of video to go.
All right. It's too early to crack a beer, but it seems like
It's 1 o'clock for you. It's not bad for you.
Whoa, that was a big jump.
Whoa.
That means they just sold out and everybody's like, fuck this, I'm out of here. That's where the
Everybody's
drop always-
bailing.
That's where the drop always happens. Like as soon as that, you're like, oh sweet, it's moving fast now. I'm getting in. And then you get in, you're like, God damn it, it's because everybody just comes in and leaves.
I hate this.
May we introduce you to Charity Platinum?
Hey, Charity. Did you see that?
She's
Somebody
a lovely
posted,
young
like,
lady.
if you buy a Charity Platinum Phish ticket, you can write up. He's like, can I write them off on my taxes?
No,
And I was like-
Phish can write them off on their taxes. Is how that works. You're giving them the money to donate to some charity, so they write it off on their taxes.
Right. Whoa, three.
Oh
Yeah,
my
it's definitely
God,
sold
yeah,
out.
they're
T.
done. You're in 41 AD. We couldn't even read 336.
41 BC. One.
Oh, you are number one. Thank you for giving us that.
I have so
shot,
much
Noah.
anxiety right now. This cannot be good for you. What do I do? What do I do?
Can you
Sold out
sue?
now. Come back soon.
Can you sue Ticketmaster for like ruining your health?
For anxiety. I had to get a script for Xanax. For
My
me,
heart, you motherfuckers.
Hey, well, thanks for joining us.
That was fun.
Tune in next
Expected
time for
outcome.
awesome Wook content.